Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do a review on this root candle that I was sent to review from the company. Sent from the company to review. I said that weird. I was contacted by Root again to, excuse me, see if I wanted to review another candle. Because I've reviewed some in the past. I've given them like some good reviews and some not so great reviews depending on the scent or the way the candles burn or that type of thing. But I thought, yeah, why not? Because at least I know that they want my honest opinion. You know, if I was someone who was always giving them positive reviews, of course they'd want to ask me. But if I'm giving them kind of not so great reviews, I almost expected them to never ask me again. Actually, I mean, I didn't expect them to ask me again. And they did. So, of course, I said yes. Now, people are going to say, we don't really burn candles anymore. True. But I mean, I still do burn them. I just don't burn them as often. I just find myself melting more just because it's easy to switch up a fragrance that, you know, that quickly. Turn it on, turn it off. I don't have to worry about a flame. But I do still like burning candles. And so, of course, I wanted to not only help give them advertisement, whether it's good or bad, share the information with you guys. You know, try something. Why would you say no to trying something for free? And, you know, there's just so many reasons to accept an offer to review something. And so, ouch. I would never give up on a company either by an experience that I have had in the past or whatever. You know, I don't like Yankee, but I'm not going to give up on Yankee. I will still purchase from them and, you know. Anyway, so they did send me this little packet with this candle. They asked me about reviewing their new, what was it? Their new hive jar. That's what they call it. They call it the hive jar. So this is what it looks like. And it has that lid. These are really nice jars. And if you're someone who likes to like upcycle or recycle, whatever term you like to use, just reuse it. They're really pretty glass to use for like makeup brushes or cotton swabs or Q-tips or whatever you, I mean, there's so many different things, but I'm thinking of like beauty stuff, I guess. I think that would be a great glass. I like to use my empty Bath & Body Works jars to use for water for my cats. That's like their water dishes. For some reason, they like them, and the taller, the better. So this would actually be a really good glass for them to drink out of if they, you know, if they wanted to. Or you could plant some little flowers in there. There's just so many things. It's like such a thick, sturdy glass and durable. So of these 3 sheets, one is a pamphlet on the company, which I've shown before and you probably have seen it in other videos. It's just basically a history of the company. I think that's really nice that they actually have created this. And it has like all the different burn times and everything, which is, I mean, that's just super helpful, especially for reviewing, for me to just be able to look at that. Now, I did actually go on the website and look at these candles before, like hitting play to record to do this review. So I know this candle has a burn time of 90, it says up to 90 hours. So let's see, where do I find it on here? I don't even see it. I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking in the right spot. I feel blind. You know what? I don't even think it's on here. Clear glass. Queen Bee. It's not, because it's their new jar and it is 16 ounces and none of these are the 16 ounce. So this candle is 16 ounces. The burn time is up to 90 hours. So I'm sorry, I just wasted your time. Well, I stared at that for a really long time, but I just couldn't figure out why that wasn't on there. So I'll probably need to redo that and have their new one. Okay, they also sent me this, which is not helpful to you because I suck at doing reviews and I just waited until this expired. But this is basically a sheet that had the reviewer code. Now you can still try it and see if it works. It's Reviewer 2018. But this basically says, thank you for taking the time to help spread the root candle buzz. We created a special promo code for free shipping to use on all future purchases, which is Reviewer 2018. Please feel free to share this code with your followers. I don't like the term followers, but whatever. The code is good until May 15th, 2018. We're looking forward to hearing what you think. Share your review on social media using hashtag #RootCandleBuzz and Root Candles. So I'm sorry that I let that expire. I'm sure if you're into candles, you saw one of your other favorite YouTubers who did a review and you got the code that way. And you probably already placed your purchase. But I just suck at doing reviews. No, what I was going to say is this candle that retails for $30. Some of them are on sale. I just looked at the website for $19. So that's a pretty good deal. Now, I really like this promo code. Usually when they did the promo codes, it's 40% off. I like this free shipping a lot better because that allows me to purchase just one thing and be able to have it shipped for free. Where if I get 40% off, although that's a really, really good discount, I feel like I need to buy a lot to get the most, like the biggest discount I can possibly get to rationalize paying as much as you do for shipping of these candles because it's expensive to ship them. I don't get some like super cheap discounted rate like $5.99 like Bath and Body Works does or whatever shipping charge they have. They pay what we would pay pretty much. Maybe a couple dollars cheaper, and shipping candles is expensive. So I know that they're not like ripping anyone off by their shipping prices. I know that's the actual cost just from like buying and selling vendor stuff. I know that it can get really pricey, but I also hate paying shipping. So I love that idea of the free shipping. I just dropped the ball on that one. So I'm sorry. But the fact that these candles are only 19 bucks is a really good deal. I don't know about spending $30 on them personally. Like I would wait for a code, either a free shipping code or a 40% off code and purchase it then. That's just me. Just because some people really like those luxury candles and I just don't. I'm cheap. I like paying little to no money for my candles. So that's how I feel. All right, so as far as the scent goes, they did send me this, which has the scent description. It's sun-washed beechwood, harmonizes with white sea lily and driftwood accords, adrift, a cool water base, evoking the freshness of a seaside spray. So how did that not sound really good? Okay, so when they messaged me, they asked me, like, what would you like to review? And I'm like, well, what would you want me to review? How about that? You know, like, send me something you want a review of. You want a review out there, you know, of, you know, that scent. And they just asked me, like, to name a few scents that I liked, and so I did. And I looked at their list of the, like, general core collection, which is what they wanted me to look at, and I picked a few scents that that I thought would be interesting to review, or would be summery because it's summertime now, or something that I thought I would like. But I think I only named like 3 scents, and then this is the one that they sent me, and I didn't know they were going to send me this, so I just got it. So this is what it looks like. You can see it's pretty messed up, and I want to talk about the scent itself before I get into the burn. So if I had to be as simple as possible, I would say this is a fresh ocean water maritime scent meets laundry. They use beeswax, and for some reason, I think it's the beeswax that has an undertone to me, because this candle has that same kind of sour milk undertone that kind of turns my stomach, that the tobacco vanilla, or vanilla tobacco, they kind of switched it each year that they brought it out, and they named it something else too. I get that slight undertone. Now, it still smells good, and it doesn't, like, detract. That's not the word I'm looking for. It doesn't really take away from the candle scent. But I notice it. I have noticed that their root candles, just like any other wax from any other company, has a certain undertone, that I can smell this undertone. Okay. I just got a cat hair in it. I think it's going to stay in there for good. So this is definitely that like watery, aquatic scent. Definitely up my alley. I get a hint of like a driftwood scent. It's very, very slight. This does smell familiar to me, whether it's like a laundry scent or a soap scent, or a fragrance oil that you could purchase, like vendors could purchase, and they've done it in vendor wax. I think it smells really good. This would be good for a living room, a bathroom, a kitchen, a cleaning day, summertime, springtime. Definitely spring or summer to me. If you're someone that likes clean scents, I think that you would definitely like that. I like this lid too. It's really nice. Nice sturdy lid. And so I guess Sun-Washed Beechwood harmonizes with White Sea Lily. You know, yeah, I can see that because it's just like one of those really nice, you know, it's like an aquatic scent. It kind of reminds me of something that Yankee Candle has, but it's not quite. What's their candle? Stormwatch, or is it Stormwatch? But not quite, but like that same family of scents. It's that type of a scent. I don't get a lot of like a sea salt scent, but maybe just a tiny bit. It's just a really nice scent. I mean, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh yeah, that smells great. So burning it, you know, their candles, they take a really long time to pool out. And I had it going for, I don't know, 3 hours, and it didn't fully pool out. And I had to put it out. I had to. I had to either leave or go to bed or what have you. And so I had to put it out. Tried again the next day. Okay, well, or the next time that I burned it, really, and it wasn't exactly the very next day. And I could not get it to pool out all the way to the edges. It actually just sunk deeper. And that was my problem, is you really need to, like, dedicate 6+ hours the first time that you burn this candle to letting it completely pool out. Or it's just, I don't think it catches up. It just can't catch up. So what I ended up finding myself doing was, like, the wax was soft all around the edge, but it was like tunneling down the center. And I found myself taking like a pencil or a pen and actually swiping it all around that and trying to get the wax to go into the center to melt. And it would, but it was never clean. And then what I did on the top, which you can kind of see, like, their candles don't burn very, very cleanly at all. I can't stand it, but I mean, it doesn't really bother me unless I screwed up even more. But after I swooped it around up here and had it sink toward the middle, I actually took like a paper towel after I put the candle out, of course, and wiped around it to try and clean it off because I didn't like how I had made it so yucky. So this next time, after like burning and burning and burning and finally deciding, I got down to here. After trying to decide, or not trying to decide, after deciding that I was going to try and do that again, I swooped it around. And I wanted to show you, like, after I do swipe it all and have it kind of melt toward the center, it did fill in where it was tunneling down. All that wax that was on the side filled in here. But it does leave, I mean, it doesn't, like, you know, I didn't clean it around the sides very smoothly. Hi, Felix. So they're more work than I like. I would prefer to throw this on in a candle crock, or throw it on a candle warmer, or you know, actually like wait for it to melt a little bit and like light it up. But then when it melts a little bit of the wax, put it out and actually take like a spoon or something and spoon it out and put it in my warmers and actually like spoon it out. You could probably do that right now because the wax isn't like super hard, but yeah, I took some of that wax that was melted the last time that I did it, and I put it in my candle warmer, and boy was it, or not candle warmer, it was just a wax warmer. It was really strong. Now, the candle itself, when burning, actually has a really decent throw. It's very appropriate throw. It's not in your face, but it fills a room and will go outside of a room. It's probably like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 for this scent, which I think is pretty good. You know, candles can be hit or miss. That's better than average for a candle. You know, I would say 5 is like an average, like slightly scented candle. So it had a decent throw, and the scent is great. It smells exactly when you're melting it how it smells on cold. I don't get a ton of that, like I said, sour milk type undertone, wax undertone, but I can smell a little bit of it. So I don't really care for that undertone. And, you know, I haven't noticed it in all their candles. Like their Seeking Balance little tin candle. I can't remember what scent that was. It was like rosemary something or whatever. I love that candle. That was awesome. That one burned cleanly. It smelled great. It had a decent throw. I liked that one. But yeah, I like this scent. What I'm going to do with the rest of it is not burn it. I'm going to try and use it in my warmers, and I'll probably end up lighting it up. I did trim the wick every single time too. These wicks get out of control, so you have to trim them. You just have to. But I'll probably light it up, let some of the wax melt, and then I will spoon some of it, scoop some out and put it in my warmers and melt it that way. And then I'll probably keep doing that. Like, I'll let the thing burn and maybe try and like correct itself, but I'll scoop out some of the stuff it's not melting around the sides, because that's easy to do. And I'll burn the rest down, but also still use some of it to put in my warmers. I don't know that I want to put this whole thing in my candle crock, because this scent is strong. So I think I would like blow myself away if I put it in my candle crock, at least with that much wax left. So maybe when I get further down, I will do that. But unfortunately, it's like I've had a couple of these candles that burn pretty well. They did pool out. Man, their 50th, was it their 50th anniversary candle? I have a review on that one, and I loved that candle. It burned so well. I had no problem with it pooling out. It was amazing. It pooled out so evenly, so cleanly. I mean, it was like a dream candle. I need to buy more of that one from Root. Like, if they would come back with that formula, and maybe it was just that scent. I don't know. I mean, I love that scent too. It was an awesome scent, especially for conceptual scent lovers. That was a really good candle. And it was a pricey candle, but man, it was awesome. And I just wish that, honestly, I wish that these candles had 2 wicks in it. I think that would make all the difference. Or if they could do a 3-wick candle. Do they even do that? Yes, they do a 3-wick candle, 24-ounce 3-wick. I think that would be so much more successful. That would be something that I would recommend, blindly recommend. I don't know. I haven't, obviously I haven't melted it or burned it. But that would be one that I would want to buy. Something that's either a better ratio, like a smaller ratio, or 2 wicks, like 2 wicks in this, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that might be getting a little close to the jar, but then again, this is a pretty thick jar, so it might be able to withstand it. Maybe just doing something differently. I don't know that wick is strong enough to melt that wax, and so I hate to say it, but like if I were the company, I would strongly reconsider what I'm doing if it takes like 6 hours or more to try and get that wax to pull out. That's just my opinion though. And that's what they asked me for, is my opinion. So that would be my suggestion, would be to do 2 wicks in that candle, or more 3 wicks, or I don't know, something where maybe a different wick, something where you can get a faster pool out, I guess. So that's it. That's everything that I have. Sorry for Felix wandering around. He's being goofy. Actually, Felix does not feel well today. I might have to take him to the emergency vet. I think he has a hairball stuck in his stomach, and I'm really worried about him. So it's not good. Poor guy. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I probably didn't touch on every subject that people usually talk about in reviews, but I'm not a professional. I am just Christy. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. And let me know your experience. Have you burned this candle? Have you smelled this scent? What do you think of it? What other scents do you recommend from Root? I'm curious to know. I sort of have a list of ones that I would want to try. And I'm just waiting for the right time. Obviously, I missed my time since I missed that free shipping. So that sucks. But if you're interested in buying these candles that are on sale for 19 bucks and you have an easy time getting them to burn, get on that website and go buy them, because yeah, they're only 19 bucks. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.